Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 8-3. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins completed a 3-game series sweep as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 10-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. Heading into today, the Tigers sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Twins are atop the AL Central. The Cleveland Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-0. Also from Cleveland,
we are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Number 42 will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Now at the plate, number 42. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. And with one away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42 as his legacy lives on to this day. Stepping into the box, Calvin Mitchell, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And this is fouled at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Toles is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
2 out with the man at first. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1-0 for the White Sox in their half of the first. Time for the Twins to swing the bat. You're watching MLB Network. Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Winkler comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting second.
At the plate, Cisco. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, Jesse Winkler, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Third baseman, Colin
now at the plate,
Moran.
Colin Moran. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Hit out towards second. Gordon takes it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting seventh, catcher Julian Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Julian Hernandez. He comes into this April contest as one of the hottest hitters in the league. His season average up into the high 300s now. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Here's Miguel Sano, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Lewis racing back. He's there and records the first out.
Batting fifth, designated hitter Greg Bird.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Winkler going back on it. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. Full count. Here it comes. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, it was a great battle there. And he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Digging in now, Manny Aviles. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8th, center fielder
Here's Ender Inciarte. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Here's the 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Working for the punch out and the offering. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Winkler is under it and he makes the catch for out number. Now to the plate, Gavin Sheets. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Gavin Sheets is retired to start the third. Squared that one up just a little late. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Andrew Toles, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Chop foul wide of first. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The payoff pitch one more time. Softly hit out towards short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
2 strikes on him, and he flips one out in the center field. You couldn't have thrown that any better.
Second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
I tell you what, that was so pretty. The left-handed hitter, when he takes the ball the other way for the base hit, head down, stayed with that pitch the whole way, and just drove it to left field. It was beautiful.
In now, Cisco. Now the double steal is on here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winkler is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce.
Striding in once again, Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
But he won't have an opportunity to throw either man out. It's ball 4, and the bases are suddenly loaded now with only 1 away.
Miguel
Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
Line toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. 2 runs are in, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Into the box, Greg Bird. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another shot now, Eric Hosmer. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. And this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate 2. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling. But, man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Digging in to try it again, Manny Aviles. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Calvin Mitchell. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Standing in, Yoan Moncada comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Kyle Lewis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. He just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into very shallow right. On the move is Harper. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Into the box now, Andrew Toles. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mitchell moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Gordon. A hit in 2 tries so far. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Toles moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Colin
at the plate,
Moran.
Colin Moran comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, 3-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, he got the big fella out front on that one. This guy's got a lot of power, so he pulled the string on him, knowing if he got a 3-1 fastball, we're probably going to watch him jog around the bases.
Hard hit ball to second. Gordon comes up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
Settling in now, Julian Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in once again, Cisco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a liner. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So striding forward now, Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Miguel Sano. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. On to first, a double play. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another foul ball.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Marco Hernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, number
ready
42.
Once again, number 42. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it, and that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail here 4-0. Michael Inoa enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 42. Michael.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Mitchell racing back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the game. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Stepping in now, Eric Hosmer. This pitch is popped up. Moran is under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Manny Avila.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Ready for another chance. Ender Inciarte. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Inciarte.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And here's a ball hit in the air. Winkler is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. The 3-2 one more time. Shot towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Standing in, Calvin Mitchell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Now batting.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Kyle Lewis.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Lewis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Kyle Lewis with the second out in the 7th inning. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. So they do get their first hit, but their first. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Gordon.
Second baseman, Nick Gordon.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Runners on the move for second. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
In now, Cisco. And he misses 2-1. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Line drive to center field, but this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Bryce Harper. Couple of walks for him thus far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now that's popped up. Moran is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Twins.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that in there about mid-90s and put it past him.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Twins. At the plate, Colin Moran. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Julian Hernandez.
Digging in once again, Julian Hernandez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon gloves it on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Gavin Sheets. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. A little bouncer.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. I tell you what, it's no fun to be 0 for 2, but let alone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So this is a confidence builder right here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now, they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Digging in, number 42. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. I'm seeing
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox strand a couple. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Swing and a little blooper to center. Mitchell ranging forward, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Line towards center field. Mitchell is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
So stepping in, Manny Aviles. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Lewis. And the inning is over. Twins are set. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of baseball on MLB Network. Jesse Hull enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Aviles backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Aviles is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Into the box, Kyle Lewis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. Line to the right side. Harper is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Minnesota secured their 10th victory of the season. Number 42 takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Final line score for a ball.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins allowed only 5 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-1. Their win streak continues to climb at 12 games. Looking at the standings, the Twins are atop the AL Central, while the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division. The Indians completed a 3-game series sweep as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 9-8. Right now, the Indians are in second place in the AL Central, and the Tigers sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the AL Central, Bryce Harper had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Twins downed the Tribe 7-2. It was their 15th consecutive victory as a team. The Rays combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-2. The San Francisco Giants went deep 4 times as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 10-8. The White Sox stopped their 6-game losing streak as they pummeled the Yankees 11-0. The Boston Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-5. Sonny Gray got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading the A's to the win over Texas 2-0. In other athletics news, starting pitcher Dale Baker is currently listed as day-to-day. He is dealing with a head contusion. The Marlins combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Angels launched 3 home runs as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-1. The Braves bested the visiting Nats 5-3. The Phillies got together to allow 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-1. The Brewers cracked 14 hits overall as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 8-2. The Reds cracked 16 hits on the day as they took down the visiting Orioles 9-4. The Cardinals got 11 overall hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-2. The Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Rockies 10-3. The D-backs sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-2. In other news from Arizona, starting pitcher Patrick Corbin will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He is said to be dealing with shoulder tightness. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins defeated the visiting Tigers 7-6. The Cleveland Indians broke up their 5-game losing skid as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-1. Drew Robinson was a force at the plate, driving in 3 Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins allowed 5 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 1-0. Heading into today, the Angels sit in second place in the American League West, while the Twins are in first place in the AL Central. Danny Salazar twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as the Indians defeated the A's 1-0. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. As of today, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central, while the Athletics are in last place in the AL West. The Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-3. At the moment, the Blue Jays are in second place in the AL East, while the Yankees are atop the American League East Division. The Orioles had 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. Right now, the Orioles sit in fourth place in the American League East Division, and the Red Sox sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Rockies completed a short 2-game It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins got 12 hits in this one as they blew out Baltimore 10-3. Also from Baltimore, left fielder Ben Revere will not be in the lineup for the next couple of days. He's dealing with an abdominal strain. Looking at the standings, the Twins are leading the American League Central Division, while the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. The Detroit Tigers total 11 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 10-4. As of today, the Indians are in fourth place in the AL Central, while the Tigers sit in second place in the AL Central Division. The Rockies starting pitcher, number 49, got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the Rockies to a win against the White Sox 5-3. Heading into today, the Rockies are in third place in the NL West, and the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. Justin Murphy collected his 8th win overall, leading the Royals past the Dodgers 1-0. Right now, the Dodgers The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Cubs got 11 overall hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 8-6. Looking at the standings, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Cubs are in second place in the NL Central. The Cleveland Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 12-8. At the moment, the Indians sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, while the Angels sit in third place in the American League West Division. The New York Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 5-4. Heading into today, the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division, and the Rays are in second place in the AL East. The Toronto Blue Jays launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 9-4. Right now, the Blue Jays sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the Athletics sit in last place in the American League West Division. The Miami Marlins pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-0. Looking at the standings, the Marlins sit in third place in the National League East Division, and the Reds are in fourth place in the NL Central. The Milwaukee Brewers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-1. At the moment, the Nationals sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Arizona Diamondbacks grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-1. The win was their 6th in a row. Heading into today, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, while the Diamondbacks are in 2nd place in the NL West. The Padres starting pitcher, number 36, got the win throwing 8 shutout innings, helping San Diego pass the Mets 4-2. As of today, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Mets sit atop the NL East. Thanks for listening in. Enjoy today's games and all the craziness leading up to the trade deadline. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest from around the league. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-3. Tyler Naquin had 3 hits on the day as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 4-2. The Tigers had 12 hits as a team as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 3-2. In other news from Detroit, first baseman Reynaldo Rivera is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He is said to be dealing with shoulder tightness. The Kansas City Royals totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road.
From under the dome at Tropicana Field, MLB Network is live and on the air. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Number 36, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, this has been a little bit of a mystery. I mean, he really struggles at home. You got the home crowd behind you. You got the mound you're used to pitching on an awful lot. But he hasn't been able to get it together. Maybe this is the game that turns it all around for him at his home ballpark.
Now to the plate, Nick Gordon. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play. So he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. This is on the ground over to first. McKay is right there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a very aggressive club. They steal a lot of bases. They're not at the top of the league, but, man, they're right there. They're not far behind. They will run at every opportunity they get to try to force mistakes.
Another payoff pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, look at Arenado. He is out.
Batting third.
So a fine play down there at the hot corner to take a base hit away, and that would appear to be a good segue to check out the league leaderboard for team fielding percentage. And you can see right there that the Rays are currently tops in the AL in that category. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. High pop-up. Arenado is there for it. And that retires the side. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here's another 1-2. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping into the box, Jake Bauers, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. An inning. Here's Miguel. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number
Some
5.
action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado charging in on it, on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, number 12.
Ready once again. Cisco, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On the ground to the right side. Holt is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance, Brendan McKay. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
This one's down to third. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brock Holt. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And there will be October baseball in the Twin Cities. The Twins are champs of the AL Central.
And the train just keeps rolling down the track. That's win number 100 on the season. And they've got as good a chance as anybody to win the whole thing. You better watch out for these guys.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Minnesota get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Ronaldo Fahey wins a league-high 16th decision. Sierra records 8 outs on his way to the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest from around Major League Baseball. The Atlanta Braves bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 1-0. The New York Mets pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-2. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
Play ball. He's safe.
Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning, nobody out. Here it comes on 1-1. This is skied into short left center. Upton's under it. 1 out.
Now batting, number 13.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gurriel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gurriel is retired. 2 down now.
Second base.
Riding in once again, Nick Gordon. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Boy, man, he's making this good team look silly. He's about 1 pitch away. I mean, 1 good strike. And getting all the way through the 6th inning, shutting these guys down. Really nice job.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. In now. Digging. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Ready for another shot now. Stuart Fairchild. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that into about mid-90s and put it past him.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup, Eddie.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. Bird is on his way home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 4-2 game. Ready once again, Manny Aviles. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Line to the right side. Andino is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cisco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 1-2 now.
Well, with both starters out now, and we got a really good game here. It's clearly a bullpen game, but this is why it's so important to have that depth in your pen, because you're going to run into a lot of games like this.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And they can't run it. Now batting, Nick Gordon. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fun attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Center fielder, number 4.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here, to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On the ground up the middle. Correa ranging up the middle. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball. Bruce Rondon enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Bruce Rondon.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Upton. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. His 2nd home run of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
In now, Miguel Sano. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Digging in to try it again. Greg Bird. He singled his last time up.
Greg Bird.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the. Number 66 will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Jose Leclerc is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62.
Carson Kelly is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. To 2-2 now.
Number 71. Carson.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Settling in now, number 19. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. This is foul right side. He's set. Here's the 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper racing back. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Miguel Cabrera will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit, and the deficit holds at 5-4. We're set for what's left of this ball game from Detroit as we welcome you back to this MLB Network broadcast. Tony Kemp will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Correa will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Manny Aviles. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting. Catcher, Carson Kelly.
Stepping in, Carson Kelly, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Andino sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Nothing. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Edwin.
So coming to the plate, number 22. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Up next for the Tigers.
At the plate, Freddie Andino hit hard up the middle.
Andino.
And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pitch misses low. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down. 2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Contineri will focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Number 1, shortstop.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Third baseman, number 9.
Nick Castellanos now. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.